camera. Get with the program, camera. Yeah, there we go. Welcome in, everyone. Hi there. I'm Chef Jay Tay. Happy to see all of you back. How you doing? Happy Sunday to you. We're not doing a steak Sunday this week because it is the 15th of the month, which is when we do Can It Be Delicious. So we're doing Can It Be Delicious tonight, minus 2 cans, because I didn't feel like going out shopping for 2 cans. Sorry. All right, let's see here. We need to move this over here so chat can't possibly see that. If we reverse the camera when I look around here, hopefully this works. Is that working yet? Unhappy that base cam is not working right now. Alrighty. So we got that. Should check Google and Twitch and everything are not grumbling. No, Twitch is grumbling anyways, but you take my high bit rate and like it. How we doing, everyone? Welcome in, Will Poker. Hi there, Muskeg. Welcome in, Nan Reader. Hello, Muskeg. Did I just say that twice? Yes, I did. Sorry. Hi, Melvin. Welcome, JK. New screen over here doesn't have the history. Like, it's a 1080 screen. No, it's not a 1080. Like, no, it is a 1080 screen. Like, it's it's not high tech. All right, so what do we get started with? Coffee. Coffee. I need some coffee. Oh, hey, that's working again. Because I replaced the batteries with different batteries. That's working too. Awesome. Maybe it just needed to wake up. Realize it was in action. Cool. Hey, Sniper. Yeah, not too bad. 80s. We've been getting heat warnings lately. Like, we've been having, like, mid to high 80s, 90s days in March. But then again, the fact that it is not, like, below zero outside in March is one of the big appeals. Let's see here. What do we got going on? How come no one guessed that? It's like everyday common vocabulary. It absolutely did not take me a moment to think of the word vocabulary. No, can't say I speak Russian. Nope. So I guess I should get ready for doing all this other stuff for the vote. That's all set. I guess we're set. Why are you still making noise? Stop. An Irish dish comprising layers of roughly sliced pork sausages and bacon rashers with sliced potatoes and onions. That doesn't sound like a half bad time. Casserole dish from Minnesota. Us Midwesterners love our casseroles. Yeah, they all sort of get interchangeably used depending on what little pocket you're in. Regardless what pocket you're in, I greatly appreciate you joining me for mine. Cheers. Hi, Silva. For some reason that tastes really hot to me tonight. Like, I know coffee hot. Like, it seems more hot tonight, even though using temperature controlled kettle. All right. Where do we start with this project tonight? I choose you for round number 1. All right, starting our first poll. That's not the right source. Showing the right time, but it's not showing the votes, like, at all. I can't even see them there. What do we got going on here? I don't know what I did to make that look like that horribly. It's just not showing the actual results there well. I don't know how to fix it quickly while I'm in the middle of stream. I'm not going to sit here and constantly worry about it. You can sort of see, let's see if I move these. Can you sort of see the percentages? You can sort of see that then. It's still not very visible. But we got one vote for two. We got a four-way tie going into our first poll. So I guess we're gonna have a four-way runoff now. We get to ditch number one. showed there for a moment. You saw that, right? It showed up right for just a split second. Not even a second. We got another 3-way tie. Is someone going to break the tie? Or we're going to have another 4-way tie. I don't have a die. We got a 2-way tie now. Someone gonna break the 2-way tie? Will it be can number 3 or will it be can number 4? I guess I should have put these a little bit more. I guess I was unfair to can number 1 in this vote. Hi, Sahara. Oh, I think it's gonna be another one. Yeah, we gotta do another one. We'll do one more. I just realized my audios must... Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just thinking, I'm going crazy here. New poll. New poll. For new cans. What am I doing? We needed a runoff, didn't we? Between 3 and 5. Okay, now I'm looking at... Okay. So the one that's showing to me now lies. Interesting. So between 3 and 4 on this last one. There we go. So between 3 and 4 there. Between these two. Four with the early lead. I don't know, maybe chat's choosing the 100% recyclable can. Though oddly, I keep looking at 3 and looks like it's bulging, but I don't think it is. I think it's just the label on top of it creating a visual, like, thing that's messing with my head. Chat has finally chosen. Number 4 wins the first round. I have no idea what that is. Like, I have a good guess at what that is. But the number doesn't match anything. I think this is Cinto crushed tomatoes. Not 100% sure. I gave away what you voted for early on, didn't I? What didn't you choose? Oh yeah, I got the list over here now. If that's correct, and we got, yeah, y'all chose Cento crushed tomatoes. You missed out on mushroom stems and pieces, carrots, corn, and fire roasted diced tomatoes. All right, new round, new cans. We have any immediate favorites of the crowd? New 3-minute timer on that new poll. Got early leads for 1 and 3. Number 3, obviously, with a pull tab. Number 1 without. Looks like number 3 is the only one with the pull tab among these. Do we kill the excitement in the first round by having double ties on it? Or maybe the fact that I can't even keep track of a vote today with my streamer brain today. We got another tie going. 1 and 3 getting double the love. We gonna get it? I think we still got 1 minute left, which means probably about 30 seconds with the internet lag. Oh, ads already? I guess we're going to our first ad here. I'll wait on the next poll until we're back. Do we get a tiebreaker during the ad break? Ooh, nice. Last second voters. Trying to snipe the vote. 2 last minute voters. I'm happy you both went for 3. All right, let's see. Ooh. That's a toughy ingredient, chat. I'm gonna wait to reveal that one. What you didn't pick was white navy beans, mixed chili beans, which is like, I think is like 3 or 4 different like chili beans all mixed together. Refried beans, or ranch style brand beans. That was the new one this time. That was the recently added bean can. So we're missing a can in this one. One, 3, 4, or 5. No 2 this time. Are you sure it's a bean, Melvin? Are you sure? I honestly have no idea how I'm going to use that ingredient, but we'll see what else I get to work with it, so... No Oscar dinner. It's the 15th. We gotta be doing Can It Be Delicious if it's the 15th. No state dinner tonight either. But welcome in, Splits. We have any Oscar fans out there? Anyone out there, scoping out what's going on minute by minute? Who's wearing what? Who's winning what? Who's losing what? Who's crushed? Who's enthusiastic? Is it perhaps timing that they got rid of entertainment tonight, like yesterday? Or it's looking like 3 has got this one. Chat likes text on their cans tonight, apparently. We ended up with another tie? What? What is this last minute craziness? I guess we gotta go again. So no new poll between 3 and 4. Surprisingly, like, I forget her daughter's name, but like, they weren't even listing her as like part of it still anymore. Like, maybe she was just always on the special events thing, but oh, we're heavy onto one of them here. I can't see with just the overlay. What do we got here? Everyone going for 4 now. Everyone's going for 4 now. 4 with a heavy lead. Like, they were listing the major presenters for Entertainment Tonight, and the only name and face I recognized there was what's his name from Saved by the Bell, AC Slater. Yeah, I still don't remember his real name. So number 4 wins. Yeah, Mario Lopez. So what was not chosen? Mandarin oranges. Pineapple chunks. And pumpkin. This is our 4th of 5 votes here. We're starting now. What would it be? I'm partially thrown off with the votes here, by the way, chat, in that I have the traditional, original, like, normal Twitch view over here of the poll, which is normal. And then over here on the new screen, I have a different chat client that I'm viewing, and their version of the poll, it shows up in the chat, but it picks a winner regardless if there's a tie or not. And so every time there's been a tie and I look over here, it shows as though one of them has won, even though it may have been tied. And then I look over here and it's tied. Halfway through this vote, how we looking here? We got a 3-way lead, or 3-vote lead for number 2. And no votes for 3. We have some deception in chat with true voting. I'm going to hope that that word is in there because of Arctic char and not because of how someone cooks. Number 2 wins. Good old number 7. All the 70s tonight. Like, I have numbers like all over the place as far as these cans, because I have changed how I'm tracking them like 3 or 4 times now. And yeah, how do we get all 70s in our cans tonight? So let's see, we did not pick beef gravy. We did not pick chicken gravy, which I should definitely put in here. That was the new one today. So beef gravy, chicken gravy weren't picked. Green enchilada sauce was not picked. And Cajun potatoes and peppers was not picked. Yeah, this dinner's gonna be interesting. One of those cans, I don't even know what it is, but like, yeah. This is gonna be interesting. Early lead for number 2. Number 2 just takes us in an even weirder, like... I've finished my coffee, chat. Good news. Absolutely no drop frames tonight. Actually looking pretty smooth all the way across the board tonight. And maybe one of these days, it has been almost a week now of me just processing videos, and it's just my first pass on them. Like, I'm working on this first, I'm working on the first pass, and I'm complaining that it's been almost a week of analyzing videos and ingesting stuff, but I still haven't even gotten to the zip files. So like, there's a good, like, at least 3 years of videos that are individually zipped for storage reasons. I haven't even gotten to them yet, and it's taken like a week. Running constantly when I'm not streaming. Like, I was playing City Skylines earlier today because, like, it was about the only thing I could do. Like, my main PC was the only processing power that I had. I felt so useless. I only had one computer to use. I say that, I shouldn't. Anyways, let's see here. Can number 2 has won. Really? These are an interesting choice. These are an interesting choice. Does this give away what they are? Or the way that I talk about them in plural? Let's see. You did not choose what I think was maybe corned beef. And the 2 versions of Spam. I'm gonna quick put my cans away. Got this popsicle maker thing in the way of me putting my cans away. Once I get my cans away, I'll let all you know what you chose. I already gave you one of them. Oh, hey, I don't even need to do that anymore. I can put that there. Get rid of you for now. Hey, it's proper home for all of them. Yay! Okay. So, for our meat selection tonight, we have cocktail weenies. We have country sausage gravy. Canned peaches. By canned peaches, that's like peach pie filling. That's the sweetened, thickened liquid in with the peaches. It's not like loose syrup. This is the real curveball here. I told you the other one. Anyone know what those are? I don't even know what I can really do with these. These are green pigeon peas. Not beans. And I'm pretty sure... Yep. Crushed tomatoes. You got it, Zahara. That is tonight's dinner. Oh. I gotta be honest, so if I haven't had them before either, to my recollection. I gotta see what these things are like. Yeah. Well, this combo, these two here, these two are why I am like face palming right now. Like, how do you pair peas and tomatoes? And then add sausage gravy. I'm going to drain these, see what these actually look like, because they look pretty disgusting. and smell like pet food. I'm guessing they call these green pigeon peas to convince you of the color. I'm tempted. Maybe. Doesn't cover the dessert. Or what I'm doing with it. I don't necessarily say I'm going to do a dessert. Dessert is, like, I have, something in there that's fruit-based for each round. So, like, dessert is a possibility. Tonight it's probably a likelihood. Not sure. Well, it's a likelihood because this is definitely a sweetened sauce. Hi, Abby. Oh yeah, that's sweet. It doesn't have much flavor other than sugar, though. And it's sweet. Like, it's not immediately sweet. It's some sort of other sweet. You would make stewed pigeon peas with seared sausages and a side of toast with warm gravy on top. It's not too shabby. Doesn't do anything with the tomatoes though, but yeah. Can I do that? I don't know if that's even a thing. Let's see if that's a thing. I still don't know what to do with pigeon peas. I'm lost. My knowledge. Well, I've thought of a couple of potentials that I'm not in love with really any of them. The one that I am most liking the idea of is sort of like a riff off of Huevos Rancheros, where we could take some tortillas, you can use the tomatoes, soak the tortillas, give them a sear, and serve the peas on the side. Maybe this with a combination on the side, or maybe with some potatoes with this. I don't really have much in the way of peppers or the other salsa ingredient. Like I've got onion, I've got pickled jalapeno. That's an interesting concept. Wow, those taste like fish food. Oh. Those are disgusting. Why did I buy those? Oh, I need something. I'm out of coffee. No, water is not going to do that. Oh my god, those things are disgusting. Oh. Lemon just burned my mouth out with that flavor. I don't want to use these, chat. I'm serious. I don't want to use these now. Like, I really don't want to eat these, but I want to honor the challenge at the same time. Yeah, there is that, and that's while I'm also not ecstatic about Vienna sausages, I don't want to ruin Vienna. That is not what I said, captains. Don't get me in trouble with celebrities. I'm still not sure what to do. Let's give myself a different challenge. Oh, that wasn't what I was hoping to pick up. That works too, though, but... Does that work? I'll actually eat that stuff, even though canned spinach is sort of disgusting. These are going in the trash. I am not eating these. Do not buy green pigeon peas. Like, maybe if it's the only thing available, you can survive on them, but if it wasn't for food safety concerns, I'd probably pick up the pet food first. They are... Those beans are very fish mealy area, very pet foodish, very, like, the flavor is not pleasant. Texture was okay. Texture was like a bean. You know, it had a light skin to it and mushy. But the flavor is just like, it's like eating crickets again. Like, no thank you. I've used canned spinach before. It is not a pleasant product. It was on my list of ones that y'all could add to the list. Not as brown as the green pigeon peas. But yeah, it's not vibrant green either. Yeah, it's definitely overcooked army green spinach. Welcome to my cooking stream while I sit here and stare at cans for half an hour. I really haven't done anything, have I? Let's see here. I've been royally stumped by this one. I'm... Look up ratio for these. By the way, I ordered these and got these in the mail, so it's perfectly time for you to all change your votes and make the other one win the challenge on Wednesday. I can't even find candy canes here, like, in December. The only candy canes I think I found last time when I had to special order them last time, the only ones that I could find locally were, like, individually wrapped, extremely expensive, really large candy canes with, like, exotic flavors. Like, none of them were just, like, straight, normal peppermint. Now that I've broken it up with this thing, we can go back to the cutter piece. Or pull out the biscuit cutter. Some cherry candy canes last year. Yeah, it seems to be like they're moving away from that. And I think it's largely, people don't do a whole lot of peppermint and spearmint and stuff like that. Like, people seems to have moved away from that. Like, I don't see Altoids being all the rage anymore. I don't see, like, I think a lot of that is for some reason or other. Hey, Alex. Possibly, Alex. I don't know, I don't smoke cigarettes and I use mints all the time. I keep them in my truck. I pop a couple in my mouth whenever I go in someplace. Buttermilk. Oh, sort of buttermilk. Reserving just a little bit. Gotta rinse out that nasty pigeon pea stuff in there. I'm gonna separate some of this dough. I forgot to add this before I separated it, so I'll add it to both. Add a little baking soda and baking powder. Let's see, we got everything here in our biscuit dough now. I can move away from that ratio. Yeah, okay. Now we need sugar in that one. I'm out of sugar in my sugar container. Am I out of sugar? Oh no. Is there open thing of sugar here? Because this one looks closed. I don't see one. You gonna fit? Please fit. No. Boo. All right, so we got sugar in with the sweet one now. This is going in the fridge too. I'm good with the sugar. I think we need to work on that now. What are we putting this in? What am I baking this in? Be almost like the other night. We're doing another peach cobbler almost. Or, what was I did? Oh, dump cake. That's still unfinished and in the fridge, by the way. It was good. I've eaten a good portion of it, but not finished it. All right, so we'll start off with our pie filling. Now this filling is quite sweet, but it was not very peachy. So I hope these peaches are hitting above average for flavor. I don't suspect that they will be though. So I am going to do some alterations. Yeah. Bottle's sticky. Sniper, what is that? Those are canned peaches, or canned dessert peach. The heck's all over the... That's why we use a pan. One of my bottles of corn syrup decided to make a mess. So we're going to clean this up while it's an easy mess to clean up. Go into an ad here in a moment. So I will see all of you when we get back. Hopefully I'll be done cleaning this pan. I think we're good back here. Alright, so I am altering, well, we're still to an ad break, but I'm going to add a little vanilla in with these peaches. And what else did I add in there? I don't want to add cinnamon. I don't want to add nutmeg. Maybe a little ginger. Maybe a little ginger. And got the stickiness all over me still. Leftover candy canes and troubleshooting our dust mushy texture today. Not 11 more seconds. Okay, ads are over. Adding our vanilla into our pizzas. I guess I didn't get everything cleaned up. The sugar container still got syrup all over it. So we got vanilla in there. I'm going to add a little ginger powder in there too. All right, flatten that back out. Start heating up our oven. There's our dough from earlier. Pretty sure this is just butter that I'm trying to get off of here, but there's still something on my knife that I want not on it when I'm cutting up this dough. And so this is our sweetened biscuit dough. The grit you hear there is sugar granules. Oats. brown sugar. Walnuts. And our biscuit, oat, sugar, crumble topping. On top of the peaches. What's the bake on this? Next on step of things to do here, I think we're going to strain the spinach. You can give this a rinse off too. Spinach. Where's my hook gone? I'm supposed to have a hook over there. Oh well. Grabbing an onion. Don't use this knife to cut onions very often anymore. It's a little awkward. It's a thicker blade than most of my others. Which is something, I mean, people pretty regularly come in and ask, my thoughts on knives. That's another one to consider of. How thick is it? You'll notice it if you use it enough. Not just in the weight either. Nice, Melvin. Piece of rice in there. Okay. We're waiting on the oven to preheat to throw our dessert in. Welcome in, Rosewitch. Let's throw our onions in the pan here and get them started. They ain't sizzling, they're supposed to be sizzling. What is being made? Welcome in, the Rose Witch. For anyone new in here, or I believe this is the first time I've seen your lovely name. On around the 15th of every month, I do a stream called Can It Be Delicious? And the beginning of stream, chat voted on 5 different cans that I had to use for making dinner. And so I am making dinner from those 5 cans, except one of them I decided was absolutely horribly disgusting. I had never eaten green pigeon peas before. And we ditched that one for canned spinach, which is not much of an improvement, but there was a substitution made tonight. So we're making dinner from Vienna sausages, or little cocktail sausages, sausage cream gravy, crushed tomatoes, canned peach pie filling, and the mentioned spinach. You really like to use red onion or yellow onion when you cook? Yeah. Sweet onions are really only for you want to eat them raw, sweet. Like, they don't cook up perfectly great. But then again, the yellow ones are not all that great raw, so I mean... And red, I just pretty much always want to cook. I use red quite a bit. I occasionally pickle red. So far what I have made is I've put together a biscuit crumble with the pie filling. So what you're looking at here is biscuit dough. This is uncooked. It's still got to go in the oven. But we got walnuts, we got oats, we got biscuit dough, and then I added some vanilla and ginger to the peaches. Thank you for following. You're not in Ohio, are you? Was it Ohio? Getting all that extreme weather today? I heard in the news. It's right there too. I'm gonna add our tomatoes in with our onions. follow. Thank you. Draining the cocktail weenies. How much you want to bet this is just like a machine that just constantly extrudes them? Hey, Jean Ray. Johnny, just can it be delicious? I'm working with spinach, canned crushed tomatoes, Vienna sausages, sausage cream gravy, and creamed canned peaches, canned peaches for pie. So they're in a sweetened, thickened. Turn the heat down on this a little bit. We're going to cook these tomatoes for a little bit and try and cook them down a little bit. This looks like some meaty sausage gravy there for being canned gravy. That said, the meat in there almost looks a little green. What do you see, Chet? Does that look almost a little green to you? The meat in particular. Speaking of sort of nauseating, they're meat and they like crush. Like they're so foamy that they deflate when you squeeze them. We add some dried oregano, some garlic. A little freeze-dried thyme. I set the oven to 400 instead of 425. You love garlic, you'll eat cloves of it on your own? You tried black garlic? Texture killed it? I can see it if you're eating it raw. We were talking earlier about mints and people hiding cigarettes using mints, and maybe that's why there aren't as many mints sold these days. If you eat a lot of garlic, you gotta be worried about that one too. Like, you eat enough garlic, especially if you're eating like raw garlic, or you're one of those people that eats like garlic supplements every day or something like that, which they sell garlic supplements, by the way. Your sweat will start smelling like garlic. You will like, you will walk around smelling like garlic whether you have eaten recently or not. Using you, so we get another one. Adding a bit of liquid here. Let's get going with the other half of this here. A walking vampire repellent. It can work for people. Actually, I should probably start cooking garlic for that reason alone. I any more reason to not have to deal with people. I got to thinking that most of the reasons I dislike people are because I have to wait for people in systems that were designed to make people pointlessly wait. Like traffic. It's very much, I don't know if it's the times or it's where I'm living here. It very much seems to be a local thing here, where drivers around here seem to just like waiting. Like, I don't get it. Like, people will have right of way, have every reason to keep going, but will stop to let someone pull in front of them around me here and just slow down traffic endlessly because we keep having people stop to let people onto the road out of order. Like the other day, I lost it on a lady at a four-corner stop. She had no stop sign. I had the stop sign. She had no traffic behind her. She was at the end of like a 50-car group up of cars. And she stopped, like there's stoplights on the front of her car or something to tell me that she's stopped, to let me pass through the intersection rather than just keep driving. It's unsafe too, because like, what's to say that they don't slow down and then start driving again and be like, well, they had the right of way, they didn't have a stop sign. I got a driving camera a couple of years ago explicitly for like the way the people drive around here. Like, it does not make sense some of the time. They also love, this is also something that I found that's sort of local to me. Maybe it's more local to really one-lane roads areas. But the turn lane in the of roads here, people love using that like an on-ramp here rather than an actual turn lane. So like, people will very commonly pull into the center lane and then expect people to slow down to let them enter traffic. I'm just happy I'm not driving a 20-foot mobile kitchen trailer behind my truck anymore. All right, got a hot pan over here too. Let's start cooking our sausages. That's good, roasted. Yeah, my truck is now old enough that it doesn't need to be smogged anymore. California only smogs you for a couple of years. It's now old enough that it's they don't care anymore. Which makes like your car is too old to be necessarily emission smogged. And so I've hopefully gotten that long with my truck without having a totaling accident with it. I think the most major accident that I've had in with this truck was I backed into someone else that was backing out at the same time we did one of these. I need something to drink. Let me get a water glass. These have a different smell to them than a lot of other sausages. They're more porky. Turn the heat off on everything on the stove now, and we're going to go back to dealing with dough. Wrong button. These are the savory ones, so I'm going to add cracked pepper if there's any pepper left in my grinder. There's a few left. And I'm going to add some onion powder. Do I have a favorite thing to bake? Can't say that I do. Yeah, let's do some MSG on there too. And I'm pretty much all over the place with baking other than the stuff that takes forever to bake. That's the stuff that I never really get into. Is, you know, the stuff that takes multi-days to do. Like, it was almost unusual for me to make pizza dough the other night. And that's like a 3-day process. By the way, the pizzas I made last night were phenomenal and look gorgeous. You should take a look at those in the Discord if you can get a chance. Nice. Yeah, that's another example of one that's it's a great dessert, but it takes you gotta let it set up. Yeah, I've done quick pizza doughs too, but they don't typically turn out very good. There's a couple that are okay. There's one that I've done from King Arthur that turned out pretty well. But in general, they turn to be... The dough is just not as good. They tend to be drier, they tend to not color as nice, they tend to... a whole bunch of things. They don't work as easy. This is making me want to make chicken pot pie. Don't know if this is worth my time or not, but I'm giving it my time regardless. There's butter attached to it. And then it's just some water with buttermilk powder as our wash on our biscuits. Have I mentioned these are biscuits? I've seen the pieces. They look fantastic. Thank you. So fair. Yeah. Chicken pot pie. Yeah. I would love to do chicken pot pie with some mini biscuits like this. I've done it before. I want to do it again. I wish I liked more foods. Yeah. It's really tough. Like, I'm very, very, very lucky to be okay with most foods. I talked about coconut last night. Well, those all look pretty good. Those all looked washed. Okay. So we're good with our biscuits. We're good with our dessert. Let's go ahead and throw both of these in. Now that the oven is properly at 425. Coconut, my body, in some form or another, just doesn't like it. Like, I avoid coconut pretty much across the board. Noted. If I remember, I'll put chicken pot pie on the calendar here. This isn't necessary anymore. This isn't necessary anymore. We can consolidate those. We can get rid of what's going on here. Are we burning over here? No, we're off over here. That's right. Good. biscuits going in. Peaches are in. All right, flame back underneath our stuff on the stove. I think I'm going to bag up this other half an onion and use that later. Sadly, people keep giving me coconut in restaurants too. I don't know what the deal there is. But the last time I got comped to dessert, actually I think the last 2 times I was comped to dessert, it was a coconut based dessert. And it's just sort of like, here, have this coconut dessert on the house. Thank you for being a wonderful customer. And it's like the one thing I don't want to eat. Interesting. That's not one that you hear very often. But yeah, that's sort of the thing with coconut with me. I'm not even 100% sure in what form that it gives me issues. And like, I'll even, like, I avoid, it's in all sorts of soaps and shampoos and stuff, conditioners and bit more water in with the tomatoes and onions, herbs and spices. That makes sense. All sorts of enzymes out there. All right, let's add our sausage to the sausages. We're mixing our sausages. Now, when you looked at that gravy when I was looking at it in the can, that looked like it had a ton of sausage in it, didn't it? It doesn't look like there ain't hardly anything in that I didn't add to it already with the Vienna sausages. But we're going to an ad now, so I hope to see all of your lovely faces back here when you get back. Like, I can't even identify any sausage pieces in there, and it looked like there was like solid chunks in there. It looks like nothing but Vienna sausage in there now. Keep having to add water to tomatoes. They're getting too dried out too quick. Cooking them too hot, apparently. I don't know what that is, but I'm getting rid of it. Might be just a dark spot of tomato, but... I need one of those, you know, the Formula One cars with the cameras that they have on them that have like the piece of film that rotates. I guess they have them on NASCAR, most of the race ones these days. Like, where you got the like piece of film that gets squeegeed as it goes past it, so it keeps a constant clean lens on the front of it. Or maybe you've been on a boat and you've seen one of those wiper things that spin super fast to keep it looking clear. I need one of those for my oven camera. Like, that haze I'm certain is entirely oil that I just don't want to wipe off of it right now. It'd be very handy to have one of those, just automatic scroller and cleaner and... I'll put that invention right underneath the high temperature oven camera. Would love to have a camera in there to show what's going on in the oven right now with the biscuits puffing up. But unfortunately, the window in the front of this oven is not the loveliest. And I have looked into the options of, you know, like drilling some sort of like pinhole style camera or something into an oven, like if I wanted to do it to my toaster oven or something like that. There's no, like, unless you're getting into multi-$1,000 like industrial scientific cameras for laboratories or commercial ovens or something like that, you don't, that's not out there. I'm starting to get hungry. What time is it getting to be? This daylight savings time has got me all out of whack. Like, I'm having such trouble getting to sleep this last week or two. Like, I felt seen the other day when I saw a meme about the person up at 2 a.m. Just one more prompt. This useless script will be finished. It's never one last prompt. Let's look at our baby biscuits. Our baby biscuits. Yeah. I'm gonna call those biscuits. Yeah, those are biscuits. Boo! No power is a bummer. Adding spinach to our tomatoes. That just doesn't look right. The spinach is happy to see you, chat. We got some decent poof on these too. These, we got layers. We got ripples. I can't show them to you. There we go. We've got poofiness. They poofed. Grabbing a new butter. A couple eggs. All right, so we got that sauce ready. We got this something ready. I didn't mean to change the channel or the song. What you doing, earbud? I didn't mean to do that. Let's take a look at our dessert. Let's see if our dessert's ready here or not. I think we're good with that. That pans with the eggs is off now. Okay, I don't want to ruin it anymore. Wanted to try and get it nice and centered, but it wasn't fully cooperating. You almost can't see the spinach there. Let's give that a flip so you can actually see the other side there. So we got mini biscuits with sunny side up eggs, a sausage and Vienna sausage, cream gravy, spinach, tomatoes, and onions. And our peach dessert, looking gorgeous. Got some beautiful color on that. The peach is all bubbling up around the edges. That turned out awesome. Happy with the sauce, with the cream gravy sauce. Happy with mini biscuits. On the tomato spinach. Let's get a photo of all of this for the Discord. Well, Discord and wherever else I decide to post it. I post stuff all over the place. I've been posting stuff on Blue Sky a little bit more lately. I have automatic going live Blue Sky posts, but I'm starting to link photos of the food underneath them. I used to do that. I'm sort of spotty with it. Almost fell off there. And thank you, Knowledge. Appreciate the compliment. Looking forward to this. I think this is going to be tasty. I think this is going to be amazing. I am a little worried about the peach flavor, but we added some flavor to the peaches, so I mean, hopefully that's... Like, the peaches did not... I don't know if I mentioned this on stream the other night, but I mentioned in the Discord that dump cake, the peaches were pretty depressing in that dump cake. Dump cake was pretty good on its own, but the peaches, they just didn't have flavor. Like, they're frozen peaches and they just weren't there. I'm blaming it on Oregon. The Oregon peaches that I have in my freezer. That's totally the reason. You should... I can't even jokingly say it. Feel free to buy Oregon produce. It's wonderful. But I sort of want to joke that they're horrible now because of my one time of using them. So that is dinner for tonight. I shall be back here tomorrow. I'm going to be celebrating St. Patty's Day a day early tomorrow. And we're going to be doing corned beef soup. Corned beef, potato, and cabbage soup. That is the plans for tomorrow evening. I hope you can come back to join me. We have Wednesday ingredient challenge. either going to be garam masala, the spice mix, or candy canes. Candy canes has got the lead as I saw it before stream, but you can always rally and change that vote. I have gone and bought the candy canes. Alright folks, thank you so much for joining in with me again. Again, Can It Be Delicious Days around the 15th. Closest free streaming day around the 15th, as long as it isn't Wednesday, is going to be Can It Be Delicious. And it's really the only thing that's going to be interrupting State Sundays. So, State Sundays on Sundays, otherwise every once in a while it'll be Can It Be Delicious. I wish you all a lovely evening. Yeah, I hope you had a great weekend, and I wish you luck into your new week. I went through all that and didn't even turn to the goodbye scene to show everyone our final images here. I don't want to hold that with my hand bare anymore. Let's throw this over here so you can get a full scene here. Let's see, who's out there in Twitch land tonight? I think I'm going to leave it just there for tonight. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me one last time. I wish you a great new week. And good night.